Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's Marvin speaking. We're going to get into a video by Missing People Crime News. And what it goes on to say is that I believe Jay Slater's body has been placed in this area very, very recently. Too many searches done previously in these exact areas and no signs of Jay previously. This is where the actual big questions actually comes in of who knows what, and was it basically scripted a little bit that a few people knew that they had to buy time, and the Guardia Civil knew that they had to put Jay's body, or get someone to put that into the ravine or get that body back before it was more news than it really was. I'm just going to get into this short video and then we'll discuss some of the messages as well.
But something does stink about this whole thing. Don't care what anybody says. There's something not right about it. I don't believe that body's been up there for 4 weeks. I think the football game yesterday was used as cover to put the body up there, or dump the body up there if you like to be more precise. That is my opinion, and to be fair, I could be wrong. So again, I'll admit if I'm wrong. The autopsy will probably be done over the next couple of days, and the family can request an independent autopsy if they want.
Don't forget, the family couldn't see Jay's body or any marks that could identify him, which I thought that was really strange. And obviously the Missing People Crime News, I thought he made some brilliant points. I mean, this was going back to July last year, but I think it was weird how they didn't find him. The other thing is as well, a streamliner said, how did he get so far with just trainers and shorts? That doesn't make sense to me. And being cut by a cactus, apparently Lucy's conversation with Jay, which also didn't make sense in why she didn't go out and pick him up. Lady D says, I'm in agreement that the body was placed there. I listened to Dan the Rapper's video at 2:30 a.m. in Massacre when all the animals were set off. Who is this man and what is his name? Let me just go down a bit. Sorry. Go down on this. See if I can get some of the replies up. I think I've come across this gentleman before at the end of the day, and he's, like I said, he seems to know what he's actually talking about and makes sense in basically what he's said there. I just think that the tip-off was weird at the end of the day, where Jay's body was. I do think he was in Morocco. That's actually come back up as well. Do you know what I mean? Some actual big things. And like I said, we've just got to keep going forward and getting as much information out there on Jay and dissecting it. That's the best we can do, because we've just come so far with this case. But I thought it was strange from the off, and DTR basically being pushed out because, like I said, that body had to be laid somewhere. I do think he knew a little bit more than what was going on, and I do think that he thinks that there was a little bit of a cover-up, but couldn't say it because obviously of the accident crew that were out there who wants us to believe it was an accident. So I think a lot of people thought it was weird that they needed a distraction, and it was the big football match. I think it was England-Spain, and that was the big one into movement on the ground. And like I said, why didn't they 30 days and they couldn't find him? It's just odd to me, very odd. And it's only when, like I said, this team from the Netherlands, expert team, were actually going to come in, that they moved quickly, the Guardia Civil and other investigations team, to find that body. That never ever made sense to me. Let me know what you think, people. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Sometimes this is not talked about enough, how his body wasn't found way before it was. I do think there was money involved, and I do think there was a massive criminal element involved in this as well, to get that body back.